Hi, everyone. Whew, I made it. I know I promised you guys I would be on at 5, but Central Standard Time, but I got sucked into the abyss of Walmart. Whew, so stressful. All right, I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to get on here, and then we're going to start talking about knowing your value and really going after more of what you want in life. And so I'm going to get a couple of things ready here on my end because I'm going to do a little screen sharing today. I want to show you a few things. So if you're here, say hi. Oh, there's my dogs. Thank you. Maybe you can't hear them. I have this new computer, and I heard that you can like block out dogs in the background. So I'm hoping that's true. And maybe you did not even hear them just now. All right, so by the way, if you're here, check it out, you guys. I just got a facial today, no makeup. I went to Honeysuckle Spa. Oh my gosh, if you're in Perry County, if you're in Tell City, Indiana, Casey Townsend is amazing. And like, you know, it takes a lot for me to relax because I'm pretty keyed up all of the time. And I get massages, but I started getting facials once a month, and she is amazing. Like, I don't even know how she gets my skin to glow like this, but like I get so relaxed because she gives you like a little shoulder massage while you're doing it. I get so relaxed that I'm like almost like a corpse. Like I'm just laying there and I don't think I move at all. It's amazing. And so I use the products that she recommends because I've also been terrible about skincare for years. Cause I'm like, oh, who has time to put moisturizer on? I don't have time to put moisturizer on. But I now, because of her, I'm doing a moisturizer in the morning and a moisturizer at night. And I'm doing a serum, before I put my moisturizer on. So, and before I was like, you know, terrible, but like, I don't have time to do, like, I told Casey, I'm like, I'm never going to do the eye cream. Like if you give me like 5 things I'm supposed to do, I won't do it, but I can handle maybe 1 or 2 things. And so that's why I have this glowing skin today. Anyways, you need to look it up. Honeysuckle Spa. She's amazing. Okay. So we have a few of you on here. I'm going to be checking on my phone. If you're here, say hi so that I can see if anybody's actually watching. I know some of you will be connecting and watching this a little bit later. I hope you do, because I have something really important to talk about today. And it's knowing your value. It's really understanding your value, because we don't realize how many times we give our value away. So anywho, I'm also going to make a note for Amani, who is our videographer. Amani does all my video editing. And so I'm going to make a note here because Amani, I'm going to actually have you cut out the first part of this video because we repurpose this content. And so I'm going to go straight into the teaching here in a minute, but just know all this before stuff you can cut out. So, all right, here's what we're talking about today. I'm going to pull it up here. Let me pull it up. Goodness, where is that? Hold on. All right. So we're talking about knowing your value and getting what you want in life. And so you have heard me so much of the time talk about how our subconscious beliefs are the beliefs that drive everything that we do in our life. For example, Carol Dweck, she's like the mother of growth mindset. She says the view you adopt for yourself profoundly affects the way you lead your life. And when she says the view that you adopt for yourself, she's talking about the belief systems that we adopt for ourselves. And our belief systems are driving everything. They drive how we show up in our relationships. They drive the respect we demand from others. They drive how we show up in our home life, how we show up as parents, how we show up in our careers, in our work life. Like our beliefs drive everything. And the thing is that most of us do not even understand what our beliefs are, because most of our beliefs were formed between the ages of 0 and 6. And so if you think about, you have your conscious mind, which is the thinking mind. That's the mind that's thinking all of the time, right? Like I need to do this, and I'm going to do this, and now I'm going to do this, and now I'm going to go to Walmart. I'm going to do the groceries, and I'm going to cook supper. And, you know, that's the thinking mind. That's the logical mind. But the subconscious mind is like the hidden recesses of your brain. and you're not conscious of it most of the time, and it runs on default. So you don't even know the beliefs that are buried deep down in there unless you actually do the work to uncover them. And now what we know is that your subconscious mind, where those beliefs are housed, that drives 95% of how you show up in your life. 5% comes from your logical mind, but we use our logical mind for everything. And we think if we could just have enough willpower, if we can just, do this that with our logical mind, when we don't realize that it's a lot of junk in our trunk that's like in our subconscious mind that's driving this. All right. So that's the part that I work on with people, is the 95% of subconscious beliefs that are driving your life that you're not even aware of. And one of those is understanding and knowing your value. Now, here's what we know. All right. Now, men do this too, but especially women, they give their value away all of the time. And I'm going to give you some small little examples, but you're going to be like, yep, you're right, Kim. So here's how women give their value away. When someone compliments a woman, what do? We're like, oh, this dress, I got it on sale at Macy's. Or they're like, oh, I really like your haircut. Oh, I have the worst hair ever. It's like so fine that I have to keep it short. I can't have long hair. We dismiss compliments. We immediately will not even accept a compliment. We detour a compliment. That's one way we give our value away. Simple gestures. When somebody wants to open the door for you and you say, no, I got it. Somebody wants to buy you a cup of coffee and you say, no, I can get it. Thank you, but I've got it. Or somebody offers to buy your meal and you start arguing with them because you're going to buy your own meal, right? Let me just tell you folks, right? Here's what you need to know about value. If you can't see your value, then the world can never give you value back. And what I mean by that is, if you can't see and own your own value, the world is never going to reciprocate for you if you can't own your own value. And I know those sound silly, but some of us are nodding our head like, yeah, I do that. And when somebody compliments me, I don't just look them in the eye and say thank you. Like, we actually be like, oh, we downplay it, right? Or if somebody appreciates something that we do, we downplay it. If somebody wants to open the door for us, we won't let them. If they offer their help, we won't let them. If they want to buy us a cup of coffee, we won't let them. Every single time you do that, basically you're saying to the universe, hey, I don't love myself enough to even receive this gift that you're giving me. I don't think of myself, I'm not worthy enough to receive that gift. And you stop people from being able to give to you because you don't have enough self-love in your reservoir to receive it. And when you do that, and when you send that kind of energy out all of the time, you are going to get that back. All right? The world will always reciprocate the value that you give yourself. And if you can't start seeing your own value, then the world will never give you. So you can want this life. You can want to create a life that feels wonderful. You can want to create marriages that feel wonderful, relationships that feel wonderful, friendships that feel wonderful, careers that feel wonderful, home lives that feel wonderful. But you're not going to get it if you don't feel worthy of receiving it, because you have to be a vibrational match to receive that which you want to receive. And if your vibration level doesn't match you receiving that, then you won't get it. So this all comes back to self-love, okay? I have this theory that self-love is like the root of so many of our problems, you guys. Why can we not love ourselves? We have immense love for our children. We have immense love for our family members, but you're not allowed to love yourself. Yourself is the thing that shows up for you every single day. Yourself is the one that gets you to work and does the grocery shopping and manages the home and does, takes care of the kids. Why are you not deserving of loving? Why is it bad to love yourself? And this is so prevalent, you guys, especially with women. Men, there are some of you out there that do have this struggle too. But women refuse to love themselves. And I have two things to say about that. First of all, if you have kids, you need to think about what you're modeling to your own children, because are you modeling that you love, that mommy loves herself enough to know that she matters too? Because if you model self-love to yourself, then you're modeling to your children that it's okay for them to love themselves as well. This is so very important. Children who grow up and they hear a mom who constantly puts herself down, whether it's her body, her shape, the way she looks, her job, the money. When a kid sees that unfortunately, you're inadvertently modeling that you're not worthy. And you don't want to send that subconscious belief onto your children, right? You want them to grow up with a mommy who has great reservoirs of self-love for herself, or a daddy who has great reservoirs of self-love for himself, right? This is one of the biggest gifts that you can give your children. So I'm actually going to share my screen because I want to show something to you guys, and I want to see if you recognize yourself in any of this because, okay, I'm hoping that you can see my screen here, right? But look at this, right? Because this is what I teach a lot. Here are some ways that you give your value away. And I actually did this survey in my Facebook group, and I asked some of you, how do you give your values away? And that really helped in kind of forming this. But you push away compliments, or you refuse to let others buy you a cup of coffee or a meal, or you say yes to things you don't want to do. You reject help from others. As you're looking through this list, you guys, how many tick marks would you put? Yep, that's me. Yep, that's me. Yep, that's me. You make excuses for why you don't need a gift. You don't ask for help from your partner for household chores, or you don't ask your partner for help with the kids. You lower your price, or you don't ask for the raise that you deserve. You don't create boundaries in your life, right? Or you let others demean you or put you down, or you don't fight to get your own needs met because you don't believe that you're worthy of getting your own needs met, right? Or you allow your job to become more important than family time. These are all ways that we give our value away, right? You refuse to decide on a restaurant. You let the other person always pick. Or you pick up all the pieces that no one else wants to do. Maybe it's in your job, maybe it's at home because it's expected for you. Or you apologize for things you shouldn't be sorry for. I just watched this happen at Walmart. There was a guy who was doing grocery. He was doing online grocery, right? So he works there, and I kept seeing him in the aisles. And every time he'd see me, he'd go, "Oh, sorry, I'm in your way. Oh, sorry." I bet you he apologized 10 times to me in all the different aisles. Like, he didn't have anything to be sorry for. He's just doing his job. So stop apologizing for things that you shouldn't be sorry for. Stop what you're doing. How many of you do this? You stop what you're doing to attend to someone else's needs. Or you won't treat yourself to nice things, right? I see this all the time with women. They're like, "Well, I'll go buy myself nice clothes after I lose the weight." Girlfriend, you go buy yourself nice clothes right now. And then if you lose 20 pounds, you go buy yourself some more nice clothes. But you are worthy of nice clothes right now. These are a comprehensive list, you guys, of all the ways in which women give their value away. Now, I'm not going to go into all of them. And let me just tell you, this is a gigantic thing that we do, okay? And I want to talk to you about this because we're going to be talking about how you can start valuing yourself, how you can start creating boundaries in your life, how you can start prioritizing your needs so that you can start to carry the energy so the world can give you more goodness of what it wants to give you, but it starts with you. So if you're like, "Kim, I'm super interested, I need to do this work on myself," then let me just tell you, girlfriend, the lowest thing I offer all year long is going on right now, $97. It's called the Breakthrough Burnout, Increase Your Happiness and Wellbeing Levels. It's $97 until this Sunday. And if you don't have $97 to put on yourself, if you're interested in this topic, then that's the other thing, right? Like, we've got to be able to invest in ourselves. You don't get better on your own, girlfriend. You don't get better on your own. You get better by immersing yourself around other people who are all doing this work. So here's the deal. If you want to go further with me on this topic, I'm doing a 3-hour Breakthrough Burnout, Reclaim You, Refuel You workshop on July 14th. Now, it's from 9 to 12 Central Standard Time. Not everybody can do that. So we're recording it, and you get the replay to watch for 2 weeks after. All right. Again, I'm just going to tell you, I don't offer anything this low. My coaching programs are in the thousands of dollars because I know what my value is when it comes to those. But I wanted to do like a lower priced workshop because this is stuff we have to start doing, ladies. And again, I'm sorry if there's some men who are watching because I know that some of these things apply to you too, but I see this run rampant with women. And here's the other thing. We have businesses who are signing teams up for this workshop. We have school districts who are signing up their employees for this workshop. So if you work in a school district or a business and you want to take this information to them, you can just click on the link and show them, because here's what we know. When we can get your employees' brains at positive versus negative, neutral, or stressed, we see a 31% increase in productivity levels. We see 10 times the engagement on the job when your employees' brains are at positive. So again, I want you to walk away and know that you have a right to start reclaiming your value. But I also want you to walk away and understand that it's your personal responsibility. It's not that other people are doing this to you. You have to change the value that you see of yourself. You have to change your reservoir of self-love. You have to start demanding more of what you want in life. And I'm going to show you how to do it in that workshop. But I want you to know, first and foremost, that you're deserving. You're worthy of it, right? There's no quota to like, well, I have to be here in order to love myself. No, like if you're alive and you're breathing, you're worthy of all that life wants to give you. You just have to know how to start going in and claiming it. And that's what I want you to do.